This is a guide for Opolis Utilities, adding loads of different utilities to the game. So the first thing this mod adds is copper nuggets, because Minecraft Vanilla doesn't add them, so why not add it ourselves? We also have a wooden pair of shears, making it much easier to shear whatever you need to shear, for example. And it also adds ender ore, which you can get an ender pearl fragment from. Now the cool thing about ender ore is you can turn 9 of these ender pearl fragments into, one, an Opolis wrench, which gives you some more info when looking at things, but more noticeably, an ender pearl, so it's a much easier way of getting them in game. Another item we have here is the drying table. You can submerge this in water, as shown here, and what we could do is put log sheets in it, and we get soaked paper, which you can then put in a drying table to make paper. The cool thing about log sheets is they're literally just made from pressure plates, meaning we could finally turn wood into paper in Minecraft. 3 leaves now make leafy string, which you can use as a normal piece of string if you wish in Minecraft, and can also make green wool with them. There's mini coal. 1 coal equals 8 mini coal, and this will smelt, well, each mini coal will smelt 1 individual item, meaning that your coal is much more efficient. There's the crook, which you can use to hit leaves with and get more drops, and also sheep will follow you with this item, much easier for herding them. One cool item the mod adds is B-Bucks and a B-Bucks wallet. It has instructions on it that you hold it in your offhand and shift right click your B-Bucks in your main hand. Now there's no recipe for the B-Bucks or the wallet, so if you are a mod developer, you could add into your pack a way of getting currency using the B-Bucks, baby. It also adds a catalogue book that you can basically make. And there's a catalogue as well. It can be used to buy and sell items. Some items may need more than 64 of a given item, and this is where you can use your wallet. So again, for mod pack devs, this is a really good thing that you can add to make easy shops in your game. There's an item repairer. Simply put your item in, turn it on, and this is going to repair it for you, making it much easier to do, well, just that. Then we have the block breaker. Place it down, and it's going to break whatever is in front of it. And you could just turn this off as you wish here. Then there's the opposite block, the block placer. Pretty obvious what this does. You press turn it on, and it's going to place the block in its inventory, so you can make some really cool farms to these machines. With those ender pearl fragments earlier, there's also the ender scrambler. We can use this to stop endermen nearby from teleporting away. Then we have some cool generators, the resource generator 2, and the fluid generator. As you can see, check the fluid above is valid, so the fluid generator can make water or lava, and then you can put speed blocks above it to actually speed it up, and it can output into any tank beneath it. So if I use a mechanism tank like this, I've put water above it, and now you can say it is obtaining water. So I've put water above it there, and now into that tank we are getting some water. And like I said, you can put speed blocks above it. What speed blocks are they? Well, it shows you all of these here. And how much they speed it up by. So there's loads of different blocks that you can add above the generator. It's the same with the resource generator too. This is going to duplicate items like cobblestone and stone. It will go into any sort of hopper or anything like that, or chest beneath it. And again, you've put the item above it, and these are the items it can make for you. Same with the resource generator. This will turn granite into granite, cobblestone into cobblestone, etc., etc. And again, it shows you how often it's going to make those blocks. We've got a floating block, which is, you can probably guess, you can place this wherever you like, which is, oh God, for people like me making tutorials and stuff, this is so useful, and useful for anyone in survival as well. On the drying table, you can also put any old meat in to make jerky, which, as you can see, is 2 hunger, but tons of saturation for you, which is one thing I love as well. Oh, and we've got the sapling generator, or sapling grower. Use 4 bone blocks, which is obviously 9 bone meal, and you can make a bone meal on a stick, basically, that is reusable, and we can grow saplings with. There's a Warden Smite enchanted book for killing the wardens, and then also some waypoint stones. So again, using those ender pearl fragments, we can make a home stone. Shift right click it in your offhand to set the location. Right click in your main hand to teleport there. It does only work in the overworld, however. There's also an advanced version, which is basically an upgraded one, and this works across all dimensions of vanilla Minecraft, being the overworld, nether, and the end. We then have a super home stone, which is a super duper whooper version, and that will be all dimensions, even modded ones, and that does take 4 nether stars. The last item I need to show you here, there's a redstone clock, which pretty much does what it says on the tin, but the last item I want to show you here is the animal net, which you make with, in fact you can't make it yet, That is very unfortunate. It does say beta on there, so it looks like it's not fully implemented. But you could just right click on a mob and catch it, and right click again and release it. And that is the Opolis Utilities mod for Java Minecraft.